Shakur Stevenson is a first-class fighter, and I don't think it's going to make any difference that he give his title up because of weight difference. He'll just go to the next division and win that title as well.
People wanted this young, talented, brilliant talent, brilliant defensive fighter, brilliant guy at controlling range, Olympic silver medalist, quick hands, technically solid. He finally satisfied the critics, and he mixed offense with the defense.
You're here for your little brother this week,
yes,
in Shakur Stevenson. I've interviewed both of you for years, and you really have kind of built a relationship that a lot of people know about, and some people maybe don't. How good is Shakur Stevenson in your opinion?
He's not good, he's great. You know, Shakur got all the tools and the abilities to do bigger and better things than me, and that's what I'm hoping for him to do.
Boxing legends believe Shakur Stevenson may be nearly unbeatable, thanks to a rare mix of elite skill, high ring IQ, and an ice-cold composure that never cracks under pressure.
Punched. And he still got the better of it with the sweet science, being defensively responsible, but without having to be less entertaining. He was more entertaining. He satisfied people. He made people, they said, that's what we wanted in Shakur.
Andre Ward has openly praised Shakur Stevenson, calling him a true student of the game. Ward highlights Shakur's discipline, dedication, and constant hunger to learn, saying those traits give him extraordinary long-term potential in boxing.
Had a lot of stuff he could have did, but he's so talented and gifted, man, you know. You also got to trust what he's seeing in there. You know, we're on the outside, you know. But I think he put on a tremendous performance, and obviously, you know, the level he's at, you always look for things he could do better, you know.
What did you see from the outside that he might?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, like I think it was a lot of body work and stuff like that. He could have touched on, but again, he's in there, you know. So he's seeing stuff, he's feeling the punches. We not, so you got to trust what he's seeing.
Teofimo just couldn't get going.
He put on well, he tried to get going. He just wasn't allowed to. So it's just the distance and range that Shakur has just perfected throughout the years, and then making him pay when he does that discourages him to not want to punch anymore. And I think he was out of answers in the first round. Honestly, I think he didn't really have any answers. When Teo starts doing little certain things with his hands and starts playing the clown game, he out of answers. He's down to just one shot. So Shakur just stayed focused, stayed locked in, and you know.
The full extent of Shakur Stevenson's greatness is still unknown. He continues to evolve, and until he faces every top-tier elite opponent, his ceiling in the sport remains untapped.
It's not done yet. He's a great for sure. How great, we gonna see. You know, he got a lot. He can box as long as he wants to box because he don't take punishment, and he's a master boxer. You know what I mean? So, just excited for him, man. Happy for him, man. You know, it's hard for me to see my brothers fight when I'm not fighting. That's harder to me than actually fighting because I can't help it. So I'm just happy it's over, man. I'm happy he got the win and get home to them babies, get that check.
Last one from me. He's in there in the ring with Conor Ben. Do you like that fight for sure?
Absolutely, yeah.
How do you think that one goes?
Conor's always dangerous. He's gonna come forward, but man, it's gonna look a lot like that. And there's no disrespect to Conor Ben. You know, I respect what he does and how he does it, but the skill set, bro, is different.
Terence Crawford has applauded Shakur's skill set, suggesting that many fighters are hesitant to face him. According to Crawford, Stevenson's technical brilliance and awkward style make him one of the toughest matchups in boxing today.
Didn't want to take the chance to step in the ring with this fighter. He's great. A lot of people started saying, oh, he's a runner, he's this, he's that. Just to detour people from being excited to see him fight because he's not knocking people out and all that crazy stuff. But they would see why people really don't want to get in the ring with him come tomorrow.
I know you've shared the ring with him, sparring plenty of times. What makes Shakur Stevenson great? What makes him different? What makes him, I don't want to say an ilk of yourself, but in the same kind of era, the Bud Crawford era, he's got a Shakur Stevenson era coming.
Everything. The offense, the defense, the poise, the rhythm, the distance, the timing, the punch placement, the react time. Like, I can go on and on. You know, the toughness, the grit, the grind. Like, he's amazing. You know, and tomorrow he will show it.
How do you think it ends tomorrow night? Do you believe that Shakur Stevenson can stop Teofimo Lopez? Because people aren't really talking about that.
Listen, if T.O. get out of line, you know, he can get hurt. You know, but I see Shakur outboxing him.
Deontay Wilder has acknowledged Shakur Stevenson as one of the smartest and most technically gifted fighters in the sport, praising his ability to control distance, time his punches perfectly, and frustrate opponents with elite defense.
Shakur is very skillful, he's very smart in the ring, and become the fighter.
Mayweather has also shown respect for Shakur Stevenson's abilities. While he stopped short of calling him the best in the division, Mayweather labeled Stevenson the most skillful fighter at the weight, contrasting him with Gervonta Davis, whom he described as the hardest puncher. Mayweather even once told a young Shakur that if anyone could break his records, it might be him, a powerful sign of belief in Stevenson's potential.
130, 135, and 140. They stack, around that area. So, I mean, as of right now,
skills that pay the bills.
Well, the two guys, well, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevens.
And what is it about him? Because I know he have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. And Shakur is trying to do the same thing.
Mike Tyson has praised Shakur Stevenson as a boxing specialist, explaining that his style may not always excite casual fans, but that's because true boxing is an art. Tyson highlighted Shakur's precision, defense, and ring intelligence, saying his recent performances show masterful combinations, head movement, and the classic philosophy of hit and not get hit.
If he can't hurt him, that would be my question.
Listen, you don't have to hurt him, you just have to outscore him. Shakur takes a good shot though, He's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in, because he's so superior. And it's boring watching sometimes. But he's a specialist. He knows what he's doing.
2016 Olympic silver medalist, Shakur Stevenson remains unbeaten as a professional and has now moved up to 140 pounds to challenge Teofimo Lopez for world title glory. His elite defense, sharp accuracy, southpaw movement, and ability to control tempo have made him one of the hardest fighters to defeat across multiple divisions. Stevenson has made it clear his goal is legacy, not just championships, but greatness.
The fight with Teo is either going to be you delivering a masterclass,
or a knockout by T.O.
Yeah, are you getting into some type of brawl with T.O. and end up getting knocked out, right? What are fans getting wrong about the matchup?
I think the fans is getting wrong about the matchup is where I'm not sleeping on that I know about T.O. T.O.'s a good boxer. Mm-hmm. He's boxer first. Mm-hmm. So we could say, he's just going to knock you out, or he's just going to... That's not him. He's boxing first. He's going to want to establish distance and range on the outside and try to beat me up on the outside. So I think that's the main thing. And also the biggest thing that everybody don't realize with me, I could punch. Mm-hmm. Everybody say, he can't punch, and then boom, crack somebody, and then they laying down, or something may happen to where they hurt or something like that. So I think that's two big things where...
Promoter Eddie Hearn recently voiced strong support for Shakur Stevenson, calling him one of the most underrated fighters in boxing. Hearn emphasized that while Shakur isn't known for knockouts, his elite fundamentals, defensive mastery, and ring IQ make him a nightmare for any opponent. According to Hearn, dominating rounds consistently at the highest level is a rare form of greatness that fans often fail to appreciate.
Underrated in terms of his achievements and his ability. Everyone in boxing knows how good Shakur is. He is pound for pound, top 5 in terms of quality. But look at the achievements of the young man. At 28 years of age, he's already a 3-division world champion. This is to become a 4-division world champion. Quite remarkable. And Teofimo always rises to the occasion. Sometimes you see a little bit of a lackluster performance when he's not motivated, when there isn't kind of any legacy on the line. This is different. This is a sold-out Madison Square Garden between two of the elite fighters of our generation. And the best thing about this fight...
After Shakur Stevenson delivered a dominant, masterclass performance against Teofimo Lopez at Madison Square Garden, Brian Bomac McIntyre reacted with huge praise, called the performance a masterpiece, saying Stevenson looked smooth, calm, and beautiful in the ring. Bomac added that young fighters should study the fight as a textbook lesson, noting there was nothing Lopez could do to change the outcome. When asked how someone could beat Shakur, Bomac summed it up perfectly. Honestly, you should probably stay away from that kid.
So smooth, calm, and relaxed, man. That was beautiful. That was the one boxing lesson that you future guys, young guys and amateurs just turning pro, watch that, man. That was beautiful. You heard his father say in the corner, what happened to your fast hands? That didn't work, man.
Just overall, like, just given the styles and in boxing so well, like, was there any way that Tio could have put on a better performance, a better plan, and gotten a better result?
No, I don't think whatever he would have brought to the table would have worked, man. Shakur just got a great boxing mind. That's just it. He's got a great boxing mind, and once he put his mind to it, he's gonna get the job done.
What is it gonna take to beat someone like him?
I don't know, Brian. Probably want to stay away from that.
But then he comes in and jabs and tries to counter. That's boxing, okay? But not Jermaine Ortiz, not Cyril Mellon, and then all of a sudden, if you look at the second round, Jermaine Ortiz was boxing. He was boxing my son the first round. In the second round, he gets hit with a body shot and never came back. He started running from that